Lagos never slept, but in Banana Island it whispered. Behind high gates and electric fences stood the mansion of Tund Balagun, a man whose name opened doors before he even knocked. Oil contracts, real estate, silent partnerships, his wealth flowed like the Atlantic tides. From the outside, his life was perfect. A fleet of black SUVs, a mansion lined with marble and gold, and a wife, Amara, whose beauty turned heads even in rooms filled with power. But perfection is often the best disguise for chaos. Every night, as the city lights flickered across the lagoon, Tun sat in his study, watching security footage, not of intruders, of his wife. He rewound clips, zoomed in, paused at every smile she gave the staff, every phone call she took, every step she made beyond the gates. His jaw tightened. "Who were you talking to?" he would ask later, his voice calm but sharp enough to cut glass. Amara would blink, confused. "My sister, Tund, I told you." Tun never believed, because in his world loyalty was a myth and everyone had a price. At first it was subtle, a question here, a suspicious glance there, but soon it became a storm. "Why were you smiling at the driver? Why did you take 10 minutes on that call? Why did you wear that dress out?" Amara tried to laugh it off. "Tund, you're overthinking." But he wasn't laughing. He installed trackers in her car, placed hidden microphones in the living room, even bribed the house staff to report her every move. Yet he found nothing. No late-night lover, no secret meetings, no betrayal. Still, the accusations grew louder because the problem was never Amara, it was Tund. While he interrogated his wife, Tund lived a different life entirely. Victoria Island knew him well. Soft lights, private lounges, hidden entrances. There he met Nadia, a woman who didn't ask questions, didn't demand love, and didn't pretend. With her he was free, free from suspicion, free from control. Free from the very paranoia he inflicted at home. He bought her gifts, diamond bracelets, a luxury apartment, silence. And every time he left her bed, he returned home with anger. Because guilt has a way of changing shape. For Tund, it became suspicion. Amara was patient, but she was not blind. She noticed the late nights, the unfamiliar perfume, the cold distance in his touch. One evening, as rain tapped against the glass walls of their bedroom, she sat quietly and asked, "Tund, are you cheating on me?" For a moment, silence filled the room. Then he laughed, a cold, dismissive laugh. "You're the one asking me that, after everything you've been doing." Amara's heart sank. That was when she understood this wasn't love, it was projection. Amara stopped defending herself, stopped explaining, stopped arguing. Instead, she started watching. She noted his movements, his calls, his patterns. And then one night she followed him, through the busy streets of Lagos, past the glowing skyline of Victoria Island, into a quiet, expensive apartment complex. She watched as Tund stepped out of his car and into another woman's arms. Amara didn't cry, she didn't scream, she simply recorded everything. A week later, Amara prepared a dinner, elegant, intimate, perfect. The dining table shimmered under chandelier lights. Soft music played in the background. Tund walked in, surprised. "What's all this for?" Amara smiled. "Just us, like before." He sat, they ate in silence. Then she spoke. "Tund, I want to apologize." Looked up, confused. "For what?" "For making you feel like I was cheating." His expression softened just slightly. "I knew it," he said. "I knew something was off." Amara nodded slowly. Something was off. She picked up her phone and placed it on the table. Then she pressed play. The room filled with sound, Tund's voice, laughter, whispers, and then the video, him, Nadia, everything. The color drained from his face. This isn't what you think." Amara laughed. For the first time she laughed. She said softly, "Don't insult me the way you've insulted yourself." Stood up, panic rising. "Amara, listen." "No," she cut in. "You listen." Her voice was calm but powerful. "You accused me every day, watched me, controlled me, treated me like a criminal." She leaned forward. "While you were the one betraying everything we built." Heavy, crushing silence. In Lagos, reputation is everything, and secrets, they don't stay buried. Within days, the video found its way into the right circles. Business partners grew distant. Calls stopped coming. Deals disappeared. Tund Balagun, the man who controlled everything, was losing control. And Amara, she walked away, not broken, not ashamed, free. Months later, the mansion stood quieter. The cameras were off, the halls empty. Tund sat alone in his study. No footage to watch, no one to accuse, only silence and the truth he could no longer escape. Because in the end, the jealous husband wasn't protecting love. He was running from his own guilt. And it cost him everything. In a world where suspicion speaks louder than truth, sometimes the one who accuses the most is the one hiding the darkest secret.